Hello, and welcome to Inside Lehman. I'm Laura Boden.
And I'm Maurice Mercado. We've all heard the expression the 1% and the 99% when speaking about who is rich and who isn't. But there's much more to it, as questions about business ethics and honesty spark demonstrations around the world.
Inside Lehman's Michael Olivencia examines the ripples from the Occupy Wall Street phenomenon and what it could mean for future business leaders.
The Occupy Wall Street protest that started here in New York has drawn global attention. The fact that this grassroots movement happened and grew so quickly already speaks about public concern over how money is made, who benefits, and at what cost. Many people are uncertain of the message of OWS, why it began, and whether it can change society, financial practices, or public perceptions. Autumn Starr, a participant in the OWS protest, tried her best to capture the spirit of Occupy Wall Street.
It's come out of an energy around a lot of different issues that have triggered a lot of different people because of inequalities and injustices that are going on. And it's a way to come together to look for alternative solutions.
Kobe Skolnick is an international student who joined the movement, hoping to make a difference.
The income inequality is just a manifestation of one thing, of greed and corruption. It's kind of umbrella. There are many other issues that are so important. Environment, people in this country, millions of people losing their house. Kids are going hungry to bed. It is not in Africa, it's in this country.
Nages Kantave focused her attention on joining Occupy Wall Street's youth committee. She says the only way to fix problems on Wall Street is to encourage young people to take control of their future.
I also just teach them the tools to step up and not just sit by and feel victimized. I really, the main thing is to empower them to not allow themselves to be victims.
It is clear that occupiers are trying to send a message to financial and political giants, telling them, "Don't tread on me." It's a start. However, clear objectives remain to be formed from all the grievances presented. While business ethics courses have become more common at many colleges, demonstrators say financial collapses and the widening gap between wealth and poverty show more needs to be done. Professor Nigel Codrington of the Lehman College Department of Business and Economics is a business attorney. He tries to instill a good sense of cause and effect in his students.
Because of the Wall Street protests, I think I do it much more. I show how the policies and the laws and the strategies that my students are learning, I show how it affects society. And so that they would become much more aware.
Still, business and economics students attend school to learn how to generate income and manage wealth. But are the legal practices learned all there is to know about business and its effects? Is there a need for students to develop a consciousness about their environment and their impact on it?
I think that the Occupy Wall Street movement has helped prod me along. What I'm trying to do is help my students become aware of those moral dimensions of their interactions at work and generally in their lives, and to be able to think clearly about them.
There seems to be this idea that if it's legal, it's okay. Not necessarily. Because something is legal, it may not be okay because it has a negative effect on the rest of the society.
The Occupy Wall Street protest has played a strong role in questioning values and priorities in America and other nations around the world. By gaining media attention, occupiers and supporters hope to set the agenda for change. Yet, would this hope, would this awareness, would this desire for change be at the scale it is without the Occupy Wall Street protest?
My study of revolutions and uprisings show that when certain conditions exist over a period of time, sooner or later, something has to give. So if Occupy Wall Street did not bring this need for stronger business ethics to our society, to our attention, something else or somebody else would have. But this could have continued for only so long. because it was destroying our society.
I think that's really what it boils down to. What kind of person do you want to be? Not just what kind of rules do you want to follow. What kind of character do you want to have?
Since the Great Recession of 2008, additional regulatory policies have been instituted, and people are still wondering if that's enough to actually prevent another financial meltdown of that magnitude. Some educational institutions now have oaths in which students swear to use their knowledge to do no harm, as in the Hippocratic Oath taken by physicians. But can you really enforce a promise that has no consequences if it is broken? It's not a crime to become wealthy, but only time will tell how ethics courses and new calls for social responsibility will influence new generations of business leaders. Michael Olivencia, Inside Lehman.